As the designer of the original Yellow Castle, the Galaxy Explorer, and the first town set once said, we researched different types of castles and built our own simplified version of any design aspects that stuck to us. Yes, we're going to be taking a look at the Yellow Castle, so welcome back to Max Bricks. Alright, so welcome back to Max Bricks. Now today I will be talking about the LEGO 6075-375 by LEGO. And this set came from 1981 in the United States, and it also came from 1978 from Europe. Now what's cool about this set is that it's 779 pieces, and at the time of its release, it was only $50 for 14 minifigures and 800 pieces. Now this set does say 6 to 12. It has the Legoland symbol. Whoops. And Legoland Castle. It also says it on the top. And it does provide some back details about like different designs you can do with this set. Alright, let's get into this vintage set. Alright, now that the set is complete, let's take a look at these minifigures. Alright, there are a ton of minifigures to this set, so I'm going to try and go through them quite quickly, because there are 14. Now, this set does include a lot, and it's quite surprising since LEGO has been around for 30 years after that, and the set still has one of the most minifigures of all time. Here's the first knight. It is a crown knight. And this is a long time ago, so these head pieces just came out, and then the axes just came out this year as well. This guy just has a plain blue torso and blue leggings, and he also just has a smiley face. This set does have 5 of these guys, so I'm going to go through them quite quickly. Okay, so next up is the knight instead of the guard, and this guy is the exact same, except now he's holding the brand new sword and the shield. And yes, this set does come with a second one. Alright, next up for the minifigures is this knight. This guy is like the other minifigures, except that he has a black torso and black legs. This knight is only different because of these things, and once again because he has the red torso and the red legs. Alright, so the last knight is also the same. I think his emblem's the best. Please comment what you think has the best emblem. And yes, so this is the white knight. Alright, so next up we have the knights on horseback. I actually think these horses are cool because you actually have to build them piece by piece. But I really think the improvements that LEGO has made on the horses are for the better. Now, these knights are really cool because they actually have these custom helmet pieces. Now they're really fragile because this is 1982, and it's got the basic spaceman helmet, and this is a clip-on for that, so they haven't really worked with soft plastic before, and it's really hard to find these types of helmets in good shape. Here's the red one. And yeah, he's got the same helmet, just in red. It's really nice that they all come in different colors as well. Alright, here's the blue knight from the Crown faction. and he's really cool. And here is the White Knight. I actually think the White Knight looks more like a Crusader because of his red shield. So yeah, these are the knights. Alright, so here's the castle, and it's pretty cool. It's a first for everything, so LEGO definitely improved over time, but let's get on to some of the features. So the first feature is the drawbridge. I think it's cool that the drawbridge is in red, but I think they could have chose a different color, but the color palette was so small at the time, and they've improved on it a lot. So, yeah. That's the first side. We also have this flag, and a couple of the printed stickers. I don't have all the stickers because that would be too expensive. I think that'd be more than the worth of this set to buy a new sticker sheet. Alright, moving along, you can tell by the time, well, the stop motion that I did for the build of the set, that there isn't these thick wall pieces that you usually see on the castles today. That was one of their major changes after this castle, was to include those pieces, because they didn't want to put like 800 pieces into building just a wall. So, moving along, the cool part about this castle is how it opens up. Put this in the regular position. Now watch, you can take these sides and move them forward, and I think that's cool. And on the inside of the castle, there are these two pieces, and if you remove them, then you can open up the back side as well. So I find that to be really nice about the castle. Now, let's move on to some inner details. Since this castle is a mirrored design, I'm just going to show you from this side. As shown, you can see a bunch of platforms. The only thing I don't like about the platforms for this castle is that they're too small for the minifigures to stand under. As you can see, the head of the minifigure is taller than the staircase, or the pathway overhead. Now, I actually think this is fine since this is the first, well, technically the second castle LEGO ever attempted to make, and nowadays the walls are much higher and you can fit multiple minifigures underneath. Now, in the back there is a third tier of the castle, and this you can just fit a couple minifigures in, but you can't do that much with it. And on the top there's places for the minifigures to stand. There's also this door in the back, which is stopped by a 1x4 brick as well. And honestly, for a castle, I think of it more as a marketplace than a castle. But it's a cool first attempt by LEGO, so I like that. Alright, so now it's time for my final thoughts. Really, this is just a LEGO classic because of how old it is and what it represents to the LEGO timeline. This set is very old, and it shows how much LEGO has grown in the past 30, 40, coming up 40 years now. And it's just a magnificent set for the time it was released, and it's got so much history in it. So, thanks for watching.